going to be talking about the top 5 things to do near Mount Rushmore.
Hey guys, my name's James.
And I'm Ashley.
We sold our house and we are traveling across the country with our kids.
My name's Goose, and this is Maverick. Come join us.
What's up guys? As Ashley said, today we're talking about fun things to do around Rushmore. If you guys missed it, our last video, I'll go ahead and link it up right up there, was our actual experience at Mount Rushmore and kind of like taking the journey there. So definitely check that out because it is amazing. If you're contemplating even going to Rushmore, definitely add this to your travel list because it was super cool. But that's not what today's video is about. As Ash said, it's all about what to do around Rushmore once you get there.
So one of the things that we were able to do is go visit Custer State Park, and we did the animal loop. What was it called?
The wildlife animal loop.
Wildlife animal loop, my bad. Anyway, amazing. It's just this loop that you get to drive and you kind of take it slow and you just get to see nature. There's little stops for you so you can go out, kind of roam around, take pictures. Goose loved it. And I think the best part was that we saw bison,
buffalo. So cool.
And they were like in the water. It was so cool. They were right there. I don't know. It was amazing.
And it may seem like totally lame, but I don't think I've ever seen prairie dogs really in the wild, or at least like big groups of prairie dogs. There were hundreds, at least dozens, if not hundreds of them that we could see. And they sound like birds. They're like chirp, 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 chirp. Can you guys hear the prairie dogs chirping? Look at him. There he is. He's like, warning, warning, people.
Dude, there's gonna be people everywhere.
There are people everywhere. Super cool. So definitely, if you're going to be in the Custer State Park area, which is where Rushmore is, the Wildlife Loop Road is a must-do.
It's so worth it.
Okay, first off, this is just gorgeous out here. It honestly feels like you're in a picture or a painting. Like, look at these rolling hills. And then I'll let my nerd come out. It looks like right here, like the hills of Naboo, where the droid battle took place versus the Gungans. That's what this makes me think of. That's my little nerdy Star Wars rant. But then after that, it's just so cool. There was a bobcat in there somewhere, right? I think this.
Yes, there is a bobcat.
Where'd he go? Oh, there it is, right there. See? That's the bobcat.
What?
Did it scare you?
Yeah, great.
That's scary.
All right, next up, a must-do in my opinion if you're coming to this area, and I'm actually really bummed that we didn't get to do this, but you know I am a big dirt bike fan. I love going out and trail riding. Goose even has her own little TTR 50 dirt bike. Well, there are thousands of miles of trails in the, what's it called? The Black Hills National Forest is what the area is called. But there's a bunch of like just OHV trails that you can take side by sides. I believe you can even take some Jeeps out there, dirt bikes, quads, whatever. There are thousands of miles of trails. Plus, the cool thing is since it's this big national park and forest area, there's actually some cool things to see out there. Like there's big caves to explore and all sorts of stuff. So I am so bummed that we didn't get to go out there and ride, but if you are going to that area, definitely check that out. Plus, if you don't have a dirt bike or a UTV or anything like that, there are tons of companies that will rent them out. So if you want to experience that kind of thing, definitely check it out because I gotta tell you, it's amazing. I love it. Ashley, not so much.
I love when he goes out and Maverick's in bed.
But hey, we could have rented a side-by-side and gone out on the trails together, all of us. We could have done a whole family thing.
See, I'll do that.
Although
that type of stuff I do.
Maverick's still a little too young. We need a Grammy and Pops to come along and babysit.
So another thing that is near Mount Rushmore, it's about an hour away, is Wall Drug. If you guys are road tripping to Rushmore and you happen to see the million signs that Wall Drug has out, stop.
Dude, their advertising works. It's amazing.
100% worked on us. We're just like, what is this place that for so many miles we've seen a sign? Like, where is it? Have we missed it? And then we'd see another sign and it's like, oh, nope, haven't missed it yet. It was actually really fun. They made it fun. It was actually pretty cute. So I highly suggest stopping.
It's like your stereotypical side of the road trip attraction, you know.
Yeah.
Instead of the big dinosaurs. Actually, they did have dinosaurs.
They did have dinosaurs. They did have a big dinosaur.
But some of you have told us that you went there back in the 70s, and it was still a big building there, but they had signs just like they do now for hundreds of miles. So their advertising hasn't changed in 40 years.
But it works. It works. It brought us in. We're like, you know what? We're tired. Let's take a stop. So we did.
So I don't know. I wouldn't call this a must-do if you are coming like from the West Coast, because it's east of Rushmore. Yeah. So I don't know if I would make the hour drive out and hour drive back. But if you are coming from the east, definitely you'll probably pass right by.
Yeah,
it.
you just pass right by it. Just take a little detour into Wall Drug. It's fun, and I don't know. It reminded me of like the West Coast beach.
Yeah, just
town
little
feel,
shops.
like little shops everywhere. So that's actually where we got our huts.
Yeah. Wall Drug right there, represent.
Yesterday there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane, and as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise. And now there's something in the air and a sparkly shimmer on our skin, restoring everything within.
Mount Rushmore, kind of upside down. There you go.
Dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes. Undercover agents of the other. Beyond gravel, beyond all.
Another thing that we ended up doing was on our way to Rushmore, we went through this small city that was super cute, super quaint, and we decided, let's go back, let's take a look, let's see what it is. And so we went and we explored Keystone,
Yeah.
which is hilarious because that's
That's
our
our trailer. Represent.
Yeah. So we went and we explored Keystone and just kind of walked around, had fun after being in a giant hailstorm.
Oh,
Wasn't
I know.
that afterwards?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
The hailstorm was intense. That is a big piece. But the cool thing about these little towns is it's almost kind of like like we were saying with Wall Drug, where it's got the small beach town vibe,
Yeah.
little gift shops you can go explore. But I was so bummed that we didn't get to do this one thing where it's like a climbing ropes course with a zip line thing, and you can actually climb up part of these trees where from the treetops you can look out in the distance and see Rushmore. I wanted to do that so bad, but with a 1-year-old it makes it a little bit difficult to do that. But they got all sorts of attractions in these little towns. I think Hill City is another town that's close by, so definitely check out those places because there's all sorts of attractions that just make a nice, fun, relaxing day. Oh, pennies. Yeah, I got Rushmore. Or the bison. Got it? Nice. Did you even line it up to where you wanted? So, what one are you gonna get? That was a noob mistake. Whatever you can eat. I don't know what that's gonna look like now, because she was like midway.
I thought you were ready. Why'd you put it in? Oh well, it's too late.
Too late, crank it.
Come here. Yes, let's
I
go.
wonder if it's just gonna be a flat penny.
Yeah, Mom. Wait. Oh, we got it.
Let me see.
We got the one I wanted.
So as we're walking around just checking out all these little shops down here, it's so easy to not look up and take in your surroundings, but when you look around, it's gorgeous. You have these cool, rough rock sculptures with these trees coming out the top. It's such a beautiful area that you can get distracted by the little shops and not take the moment to take in your surroundings, but it's truly beautiful here. So,
Birds that poop on your stroller.
oh yeah, I didn't vlog it, but a bird earlier pooped right there as we were walking.
They're still white.
Oh, they show a little. I think that might be some splatter. Maybe I didn't see.
Was it on her binky then?
No. Alright, and speaking of small towns, one of the cool things we saw in Keystone was there was this train depot where they have tours, basically, where you can book a tour and you can go out and explore all these towns and stop at all these destinations via an old steam train. So cool. We didn't have the time to do it because we didn't plan it. We didn't know about it ahead of time. So hopefully if you guys are going, you can plan ahead better than we did. But it would be so fun. It almost reminds me of Hogwarts, taking the Hogwarts Express to these different towns from Keystone to Hill City. And I forget where else it goes, but I will put a link down below to their website if you want to check that out. Not sponsored or anything. I just think it would be...
It just looked so fun. We wanted to go so bad, and it just didn't work out.
So through the forest, through the different towns, it would be so cool. And I think I even read that part of it is when you stop in the Keystone area, they shuttle you up to actual Rushmore so you can explore Rushmore and then go back to the train and keep exploring. So definitely if you're into that kind of thing, or if you have kids, I guarantee the kids would love it. Check that out, because I think, again, I'm bummed that we didn't get to do that. Both dirt biking and the train we didn't get to do.
In all honesty, I always wonder if those types of trains have like Polar Express type stuff.
They do.
'Cause
I think they have seasonal things.
I would love to do something like that at Christmas with like Goose and Maverick.
Remember the Grand Canyon did that.
The Grand Canyon did. It's one of the things I want to do so bad. Maybe someday.
So these are not necessarily the top 5 for everybody. Everybody's got different opinions. Maybe you have no desire to go on a dirt bike or on a side-by-side, or maybe you hate trains.
Or maybe you did something that we didn't see, and...
That's what I was going to ask. If you have been there, comment down below and let us know what else there is to do, because that'll not only help us out in the future if we decide to go back, but anybody else watching, they can get more ideas down there. If you want to see a more in-depth look at our adventures there, if you want to see more of the hailstorm like Ashley was talking about, or us exploring the wildlife loop, I'm actually cut together a vlog specifically to live over on Patreon. So if you don't know, we do have a Patreon channel. You can head over there and check that out. It'll be linked up down below. But if you want a more in-depth look at our experience in the Rushmore area, head over there and check that out.
Because we love our patrons.
Yeah, thank you so much. Speaking of which, we are going to be doing our hangout very soon. So also, if you want to have one-on-one interaction with us, that's another cool thing that we do over there. So thank you for your support. But as always, guys, remember, stay positive. Life is an adventure. So get out there and make some memories.